Alright, so let me give you the basic lowdown on the gist of this project. May 25th, I sent in my project proposal via email and got back a rather confused note, but basically saying that my proposal didn't make much sense. After sending the incoherent proposal to the gods of statistics, I got back a perfect model, of which I followed like the 10 Commandments. I wanted to find out if folding up the wingtips will actually make a plane glide for a longer period of time, or, as I say in sports, hang time. I took 100 sheets of perfectly pristine printer paper, folded them into what are now useless paper airplanes, and effectively used up 1.2% of a tree. Then, using a stopwatch and a 50-cent clipboard known as a binder with binder clips attached to the top, I flew all 100 planes. Originally, they were going to be flown in a closed room, but then this kept happening. So I took the experiment outside to the driveway. After flying the massive fleet, I proceeded to randomly pick 50 of them to modify by assigning each number and using a TI-83 plus ran int function to pick, and then fly all 100 again. After the next 2 hours of dancing about like an indecisive dolt, throwing paper airplanes and then picking them up, I finally got the data I wanted. Okay, now for the boring but absolutely necessary part of this presentation. Taking the two groups, unmodified and modified planes, I found the difference between their first and second flight times to see if changing their wing structure actually made them fly better. To do this, I used a program called Jump, whose icon looks like AOL logo combined with Singular and Fathom, to perform the two-sample t-test. My null being that there is no difference between the differences, and the alternative being that the modified difference is greater than the unmodified difference, which means an improvement in glide time. After checking that the sample used in SRS was normal and was less than 10% of the actual population, I performed the test and got the worst possible answer: nothing. The t-statistics was negative 0.2722, making the p-value 0.61, when the degrees of freedom was 97.9847. That means that if there was no difference between the modified and unmodified planes, the probability of the modified being better is 61%. Since the alpha value was only 5%, there is no way I could reject my null. Consequently, this experiment was a total waste of time. So, to conclude, if you want to fold up the wingtips on a certain paper airplane because you think it might fly better, think again. There really is no difference except for style.